The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners' Reports is a headline news podcast provided in part by the Communications and Media Relations Division. Commissioners' Reports is a summary of the agenda and outcomes of regular Calvert County Board of County Commissioners meetings, as well as related public information and events. Hello, and welcome to Commissioners' Reports. I'm your host, Kevin G. Schmidt. In this week's Calvert County Board of County Commissioners meeting, public service announcements. Commissioners thank all citizens who attended last week's Planning and Zoning Draft Ordinance Update Workshop at the Harriet E. Brown Community Center in person and online. As a reminder, the deadline to submit public comment for articles presented is July 21st, 2023. Visit calvertcountymd.gov/zoning ordinance update to learn more. Proclamation. Calvert Special Education Citizens Advisory Committee Staff Appreciation Recognition. The Calvert Special Education Citizens Advisory Committee, CCAC, provides a platform for parents or guardians to directly provide feedback and input to the Director of Special Education and the Calvert County Board of Education. The BOCC extend their sincerest congratulations to the 2023 Calvert CCAC Staff Appreciation Award winners, Desmond Creek, Allison Switzer, Gwen DeHenzel, Kimberly Jackson, Denise Lennon, Elizabeth Tabby, and John Prince. State Champion Track and Field Competitor Dominion Jacobs recognition. Dominion Jacobs from Huntingtown High School won the 2022-2023 Maryland Public Secondary School Athletic Association MPSSAA 3A State Track and Field Champion in the 110-meter high hurdles and the 300-meter intermediate hurdles. Dominion was the MPSSAA 3A South Region Track and Field Champion in the 110-meter high hurdles and set 2 new school records in the 300-meter intermediate hurdles, and as a member of the 400-meter relay. The BOCC extend congratulations for Dominion Jacobs on his many athletic achievements. National Homeownership Month recognition. June is widely celebrated as National Homeownership Month, recognizing the significance of housing in our lives. Regardless of whether one owns or rents, National Homeownership Month provides an opportunity to reaffirm our support for homeowners everywhere and to commit ourselves to removing barriers and expanding access to affordable housing, thus helping citizens realize the American dream. The BOCC proclaimed the month of June as National Homeownership Month in Calvert County. Parks and Recreation Month recognition. The U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreation Month, which recognizes the parks and recreation professionals that maintain our country's local, state, and community parks. Parks and recreation programs are an integral part of communities throughout this country and are vitally important to establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all citizens, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of a community and region. The BOCC proclaimed the month of July be known as Parks and Recreation Month in Calvert County. Award. Employee Recognition Committee, June 2023, Employee of the Month. The Employee of the Month Award acknowledges individual excellence for superior job performance and/or special individual efforts that go above and beyond the employee's normal job duties. Taylor Smith, Procurement Specialist with the Department of Finance and Budget, was selected as the June 2023 Employee of the Month. Public Hearing. Department of Parks and Recreation, Program Open Space Grant Budget Adjustment. The Department of Parks and Recreation currently has a Capital Improvement Plan, CIP, project to relocate and expand the tennis court complex at Dunkirk District Park. The project includes 5 tennis courts, 4 pickleball courts, parking, lighting, restrooms, and related amenities. A total of $225,000 from Program Open Space had previously been allocated, and $700,000 has been allocated from the local Park and Playground Infrastructure Program. On April 25, 2023, the BOCC approved an amended grant request to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, DNR, Program Open Space for an additional $745,000. After discussion and public comment, the BOCC closed the record and staff will return in 10 days to request BOCC approval of the budget adjustments. Appointments: Maria Labarskia, Public Works, and Danielle Eldridge, Finance and Budget, were appointed to the Employee Recognition Committee. Michael Hawkins, Alfonso Hawkins, Lisa Baroni, and Susan Justice were appointed to the Police Accountability Board. Consent: Department of Parks and Recreation, Letter of Ownership for African American Heritage Preservation Grant Application. Department of Parks and Recreation, $35,420 budget adjustment related to the replacement of touchpads placed on pool walls in order to capture finish times down to the 100th of a second. Office of the County Administrator, Calvert Marine Museum, Lore Oyster House, $28,971.90 budget adjustment to assist in renovation/restoration expenses. Office of the County Administrator, approval of the Calvert Marine Museum Board of Governors fiscal year 2024 budget. Office of the County Attorney, tax credits for conservation lots owned by a land trust that is subject to conservation easement. Department of Public Works, grant application for fiscal year 2024 Strategic Demolition Fund, Prince Frederick, Armory Building Demolition. Department of Community Resources, fiscal year 2024 Senior Center Operating Funds grant to purchase items needed for the nutrition program and purchasing fitness room equipment for Southern Pines Senior Center. Department of Community Resources, fiscal year 2024 to 2027 area plan. The plan outlines how the Older Americans Act federal funding and Maryland state grant funding will be used to serve senior citizens in Calvert County from FY24 through FY27. All consent agenda items were adopted as presented. New business: Department of Community Resources, #Calvert Reads Summer Reading Challenge. Each summer, Calvert Library organizes a reading challenge for the community. Sandy Hunting, branch manager of Calvert Library Twin Beaches branch, and Melissa DeCesaris, children's supervisor at Calvert Library Prince Frederick, announced a challenge to our community to read 2,300,000 minutes between June 10th and August 19th, 2023. The informational presentation encourages the BOCC and community to participate in summer reading. Department of Parks and Recreation, Revenue Enhancement Policy Supplemental Materials. On January 31st, 2023, the BOCC adopted the Revenue Enhancement Policy. The Revenue Enhancement Policy practices include, but are not limited to, the following: advertising placement, affiliate marketing, collaboration agreements, commissions, cooperative marketing, in-kind exchange, performance agreements, promotions, promotional programs, and sponsorships. After discussion, the BOCC approved the templates for a sponsorship agreement, advertising agreement, and terms and conditions, as well as approved the addition of advertising fees into the 2023 Calvert County Parks and Recreation Fee Schedule. Presentation: Office of the County Administrator, United Bridge Partners Presentation. Doug Witt, President and CEO, United Bridge Partners, and Addison Smith, Principal, AltaCrest LLC, provided an informational presentation depicting their vision and value for a new toll bridge in Solomons, Maryland, to replace the current Thomas Johnson Bridge. After discussion, the BOCC agreed to expanding the conversation for community and citizen feedback. Old business: Office of the County Attorney, disposition of funds collected by the Special Tax District for the Property Owners Association of Chesapeake Ranch Estates, Incorporated. The Property Owners Association of Chesapeake Ranch Estates, Incorporated, POACRE, previously sought and obtained approval to create a special tax district for residents of the Chesapeake Ranch Estates subdivision to support private capital improvement projects. The POACRE Special Tax District expires on June 30th, 2023, and the petition for renewal was denied based upon overwhelming public comment. There's approximately $810,000 in collected district funds that will not be expended by June 30th, 2023. After discussion, staff recommended the BOCC reconsider the decision of June 13th, rejecting the petition of POACRE. After further discussion, the BOCC voted to extend the POACRE Special Tax District for 1 year, with the district paying a special assessment of $10 per accessible lot, so that the community has FEMA disaster protection, while it has the next year to arrive at a sustainable and supported plan for its roads and infrastructure. Office of the County Administrator, Sustainable Communities Program, application for designation renewal. The Sustainable Communities Act of 2010 established a framework for reinvestment and revitalizing Maryland's existing communities, creating a single, locally designated geographic focus area. Since then, the Sustainable Communities designation has provided an efficient means of targeting scarce public and private resources for multiple state agency investments and prioritizations. The Sustainable Communities designation must be renewed every 5 years. After discussion, the BOCC authorized signature of the signature letter approving the application and directed staff to submit the designation renewal once the municipality's signature letters have also been collected. There will be no BOCC meeting next week in observance of Independence Day. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of County Commissioners is July 11th, 2023 at 10 a.m. In other Calvert County local news, the Calvert County Board of County Commissioners announces county offices will be closed on Monday, July 4th, 2022, in observance of Independence Day. For complete closings and holiday operations, please visit www.calvertcountymd.gov. Legislative requests. The BOCC announces an open invitation for Calvert County residents to actively participate in shaping the Maryland legislative agenda. Whether you have concerns about existing laws, suggestions for new policies, or specific issues that require attention, the BOCC encourages you to make your voice heard by submitting a state legislative request. Requests can be submitted through a user-friendly form at www.calvertcountymd.gov/legislative request. Requests should include detailed information about the request or issue, supporting documentation, and any other relevant materials. Submissions must be received by July 31st, 2023. That concludes our broadcast. The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners Reports is a headline news podcast. Stay current with other news in Calvert County by following and liking the Calvert County Government's Facebook page at facebook.com/CalvertCountyMD, on Instagram at Calvert Broadcast, on YouTube, youtube.com/CalvertCountyGov, and our official website, www.calvertcountymd.gov. Thank you.